Good morning, friends, and welcome to another story time here at Pueblo West Library with Miss Beth. It's a snowy morning, isn't it? I certainly hope that you like snow because we've gotten a lot of it lately, and it's just starting to warm up. So hopefully it'll turn into a nice day. Maybe you'll get to go out and play in the snow. Who knows? But first, I hope you're ready to sing our song. Get your hands together. Clap, clap, clap your hands as slowly as you can. Clap, clap, clap your hands as quickly as you can. Roll, roll, roll your hands as slowly as you can. Roll, roll, roll your hands as quickly as you can. Slide, slide, slide your hands as slowly as you can. Slide, slide, slide your hands as quickly as you can. Shake, shake, shake your hands as slowly as you can. Shake, shake, shake your hands as quickly as you can. And turn to your left and say hello, neighbor. Turn to your right and say hello, neighbor. And if there's anybody behind you, you want to make sure you say hi to them too. Hello, hello. And we can say hello to our 5 monkeys up here on our board. Good morning, monkeys. Looks like they've been jumping on the bed, doesn't it? Well, I'm sure you know this song, so perhaps you can help me sing it along at home. So, how many monkeys do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. So, he fell off. How many monkeys do we have left now? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 monkeys. 4 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped her head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. How many do we have left now? 1, 2, 3. 3 monkeys. 3 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. So how many do we have left now? 1, 2. 2 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped her head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. And we have 1 little monkey left jumping on the bed. Still having a good old time. Woohoo! Still jumping. 1 little monkey jumping on the bed. He fell off and bumped his head. So, Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. How many monkeys do we have left on that bed? It looks like 0 to me. They all fell off. But we'll put them right back up here so that they can get to jumping again for next time. There we go. They'll look okay to me. No one's hurt. All right. And speaking of another fun thing to do, besides jumping on the bed, swinging. So this is our first book. It's called Swing by Michael Hall. And it's about four letters of the alphabet that are different from one another. And they don't want to share the swings because they at first aren't sure of each other because they're different. But then they learn to get along and have a really good time. And I want you to see if you can pick out the letters in the book and figure out what word they spell in the end. So, Swing by Michael Hall. There's our swing outside the classroom window. The first letter was alone when a second letter arrived. Can I play with you? The second letter asked. So what letters do we have here? What's this first letter? That is an L. And what letter does that look like? V. The second letter was very different. Unlike the first letter, who lived in the middle of the alphabet, The second letter lived at the far end. He's not so sure about that. Look at his face. But V seems pretty happy, don't you think? I'm sorry, said the first letter. These swings are saved for letters from my neighborhood. Oh, and then a third letter came by. Can I play with you? The third letter asked. So we have L, V, and what's this third letter over here? Looking quite different. It looks like an E. You are right. E. E. As in elephant and egg. The third letter was definitely different. Unlike the first two letters, the third letter was a member of a small group called vowels. Have you ever heard of a vowel? There's only a few of them in the alphabet. Do you know what they are? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you've heard your older brothers and sisters talk about them. Well, they are A, E, I, O, U. Those are vowels. I'm sorry, said the second letter. Vowels are not allowed on these swings. Oh, poor E. Then a fourth letter appeared. Can I play with you? The fourth letter asked. So what is our fourth letter? It's round like a circle. O, 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 as in ostrich and opera and open. The fourth letter was different. Unlike the first three letters, who were made up of straight lines, the fourth letter was round. That's one different letter. But he's also a vowel, just like the E. I'm sorry, said the third letter. These swings are saved for... Ow! You bumped me! Did not, said the second letter. Did too, said the third letter. Did too, said the first letter. Oh boy, an argument has broken out. O is over here like, what is going on? Why are they arguing? While the first three letters tussled, which means just getting into an argument and probably hitting elbows and wrestling around, the fourth letter climbed onto a swing. Hey, said the second letter. They're looking pretty angry. Look at their faces. But O is like, there's nothing to argue about. The first three letters scrambled for open swings. I wanted that swing, said the second letter. Too bad, said the third letter. Ooh, they're angry at each other. Hey, I have an idea, said the fourth letter. Let's just swing. And they did. So there's a swing for each letter. They each have their own swing. And why not just swing together? Up and down, back and forth. Ooh, their faces are changing. They're looking a little bit happier. Higher. You can see them outside the window there, going really high. And higher. You think they're going to flip over? And higher. Oh man, it looks like they're actually flipping over the bar. Until their tummies were laughing. Ah! Flipping all over the place. And their hearts were cheering. Yay! Look at their faces now. That's some happy faces right there. They're all having fun together. Do you think you know what word this spells yet? So we have an L, an E, a V, and an O. I want you to think about that. What word can you form with those 4 letters? If you don't know, that's okay. We're about to find out. L-O-V-E, love. When they landed, they were different. The first letter was on the first swing. The second letter was on the third swing. The third letter was on the fourth swing. And the fourth letter was on the second swing. And the first letter said, "Let's do it again." So they really learned to get along, even though they were different, very different from one another. In the end, they all just had a good time together. Perhaps something you could remember next time you're on the playground sharing the swings. That's the end of our book. And that reminds me of one of my favorite songs, and perhaps it's one of your favorites too. It's the alphabet song. And I know you can sing along with me at home with this one, because you know your alphabet, don't you? What do we start with? What letter? A. What comes next? B. How about the N letter? What's at the end? Z, 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 Z. What comes right before Z? Is it M? No, that doesn't sound right. Is it Q? Getting closer, but not quite there. Is it Y? You are absolutely right. Y comes right before Z in the alphabet. So, now that we've had that refresher, let's sing it together. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Awesome, good job. Nice. Give yourself a pat on the back. You know your alphabet. And that means we can move on to our second book. This is a very cute book about a bunch of birds trying to land in a tree and balance themselves out. It's called Balance the Birds by Susie Garamani. In this book, we are going to learn about weight, size, and logic, which is a fancy word for just common sense stuff that, well, you'll see. You'll see what goes on. Here come the birds! Yay! How many birds do we have? Can you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cute little birds flying towards that tree. Half on the left side and half on the right. So, what does it mean to be half? Well, we had 8 birds, right? So maybe if we put 4 on this side and 4 on that side, we have the same number of birds over here that we do over here. And that is half. So half just means you take one big number and split it into 2 equal groups. 4 and 4. Which means these birds are balanced, the same on each side. This is how the birds balance, like we just said. Oh, they're singing because they're happy and all balanced. But what do we have here? A fuzzy little friend, a squirrel, coming in from the left or the right corner. Maybe about to cause some mischief. Whoa, uh-oh, off they go. That's right, that squirrel is causing mischief. Jumps right up into that tree, and only half the birds remain. He scared these 4 away. They flew away. But we have the 4 left on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember what we called that? We said it was half of the whole entire group. One side is too heavy because all the birds are on this side. That side is definitely heavier than this side. And one side is too light, unless two perch here and two hop over there. So what just happened? We had our 4 birds on one side. 1, 2, 3, 4. But 2 of those birds, 1, 2, decided to go to the other side. So half of the birds decided to go to the other side. 1, 2 on that side. 1, 2 on that side. So are they balanced again? You're right, they're balanced. They're the same on both sides. Now the birds balance. And you can see they're singing again because they're all happy and even. Uh-oh, off they go. Here's the squirrel again. He just won't leave him alone. They're flying away, but I don't know if he's going to stay there or if he's going to fly away. Let's see. He stayed. He's the only bird. One small bird remains until woo, 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 woo. Here comes the night owl flying in. And look at how big he is. We've got a teeny tiny bird and a big, big fluffy owl on this side. So are they the same? This tiny bird and this big owl, are they the same? No, they're both birds, but they're totally different sizes. How will these birds balance? Good question. I bet he's way heavier. So they're not balanced anymore because they're not the same. So the tree's going, whoa! Small birds are quite light, but a few more might. So what do we see happening here? We have a few more tiny birds coming to join their friend. And perhaps the group of tiny birds all together will weigh just as much as this one heavy owl. You're right, they did. So they are balanced. Woo! Here come the birds. From left and right and up and down, and it's a bird extravaganza. Even got my favorite toucan over there. And the squirrel. How will you balance the birds? So look at all these birds. Now that is definitely a question to think about. Which birds do we have to put on which side of the tree to make sure it's all balanced out? Perhaps something to think about at home. There you go, friends. Balance the birds. And there goes our owl flying off into the night again. Well, that does it for our story time today. Don't forget to tune in to Miss Rachel tonight at 7:30 for her pajama story time. So you can wear your pajamas for that one and listen to her rockin' stories and songs. She always does a good job with those. And also be sure to stop by the library for all of our kids' crafts. We are back open now. Our doors are open. and you can come on in and get your books and get crafts and just have a good old time. So I hope to see you soon. And if not, then definitely I hope to see you next week at 10:30 on Thursday morning for our story time. Until then, have a great rest of your week. Bye.